Hey, it's time for more Delicious in Dungeon. And today's episode may not be so delicious. Depending on what happens, it may be very sad. Or it could be incredibly happy. I don't know. Are we going to get a reunion in this episode of, what's her face? Falin? Is that her name? Are we going to get a reunion of her and Laios? Or are we going to just have him staring at her skull for the entire episode, which is also a distinct possibility. We don't know which way it could go. This could be incredibly depressing or incredibly sweet. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe the first half of the episode, they're going to pretend it's depressing and then we find the solution of some sort. I don't know. This is the sort of show, like, it set a tone, but then the end of last episode has implied that tone could be, you know, could crumble a little bit. And I mean, there's always been the implications of like darker stuff going on, you know, like it's a pretty dark world, but like handled with joy and humor. So I don't know. I feel like this could get real dark, but we're gonna see. We're gonna jump into this episode and see. I can't wait because last week's episode was so good. It was so good, really, genuinely so good. So let's get into episode 12. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm Gent. I hope you enjoy these videos. Make sure to support the videos, liking the videos, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. I got a Patreon, which is in the description below if you want the full-length version of the reaction so you don't get anything cut out. And it also has a bunch of other stuff for both this channel and my Gent Watches One Piece channel, which is a different channel altogether, which focuses entirely on One Piece. Okay, let's just jump into the episode now. Here we go, episode 12 of Delicious in Dungeon.
Can she even be revived after all that?
I've heard that it's been done before, but...
Oh, it's been done before? Okay.
Hey, Laios?
They'll know what to do.
Are you planning to take everything? But
Yeah.
aren't warg bones mixed in there too? Let me help.
The link between the soul and body is fragile now. You shouldn't move her. Usually because the soul separated too far, or because the body wasn't fully restored.
So you should resurrect her here.
We do.
We'd also need to bring a lot of fresh meat for it to work.
It would rot on the way down, wouldn't it?
Hang on.
Huh?
Is the dragon meat enough?
We have a large amount of fresh meat
Okay.
here in front of us.
You're gonna resurrect her?
Yes!
Dragon meat? Reviving isn't even your specialty.
Come on, Marcille.
What I specialize in is actually ancient magic, which is highly forbidden.
Okay.
Its use is frowned upon, but using it to revive Falin, it's our best option.
Forbidden
Marcille.
magic.
Magic doesn't have morality.
I agree with that. Even though magic doesn't
Well,
exist in our
Laios,
universe.
It's your choice.
As far as I know.
Please bring my sister back from the dead.
Marcille looks like taller
Right then.
in this episode.
Try. But we don't have that right now.
All right, let's start.
That's kinda unnecessary, isn't it?
Not if it helps us avoid missing something or making dumb mistakes.
Yeah, leave
Humans have
them to do
around
this.
200 bones.
Or help
We're
them.
looking at about 840 bones total.
The rounder set is a human's rib cage, and the spine is directly
This is
connected to the ribs.
really fucked up, but really interesting.
Apart.
Let's start with the bigger pieces and work down. This piece that I'm holding is the ankle bone.
Man,
Find
them
the
all
next
being
biggest
covered
one
in blood
and connect
is...
the two sides that line up.
Like this, right?
So close. Actually, the think goes on the pointer finger. That just
Huh.
leaves us with the ones that connect the fingers to
Interesting.
the wrist.
Hint, please.
This isn't a game, Laios!
There. It's ready.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Not bad for some bones.
Seems she had good calcium intake.
I've got good calcium
This isn't
intake,
gonna
I hope.
revive the
I drink a lot of
wargs
milk.
too, is it?
Oh my god.
All right. Here we go.
Fuck yes!
Okiritsan. Ostomos.
Oh my god.
Ovira.
Badass Marcille doing horrible black magic. This is insane! Oh my god! Oh!
Marcille!
Marcille!
So what happened? Did it
Partway
actually
through
work?
doing the ritual? Uh-oh. Is it complete? Is she just covered in blood? I don't know. Oh. Oh! Her eyes are open. She never opens her eyes. That doesn't count. That's not her.
Full of blood.
Cough it out. There. All good.
That's a lot of blood. Is she missing an arm?
Glad you're safe.
Oh!
You're cold.
Oh no, I don't think
My
she's
armor,
missing an arm.
sorry. What's the matter? You're feeling okay, right? Marcille. Marcille.
Wow, that's incredible, Marcille. You're a hero.
But she's still a bit disoriented.
Oh. Yes.
I'm so glad.
Oh. Fucking hell. The shit they went through to bring you back.
How are you feeling? All right. This guy here, his name's Senshi.
Yeah, you'll love
He's been a
him.
big help during our journey.
I've heard a lot about you.
Senshi.
She's hungry. Feed this woman.
Seems like a good time to start prepping a meal.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank goodness.
I'm glad this
I
is
was so worried,
dubbed, so I don't have to
Falin.
read
I'm so
subtitles
happy
through my
that
tears.
Everything worked out. I can wash myself, you know. Yeah. But
No,
I
you're
wanted
never
to
doing
make sure
anything on your own
skin was
again.
properly restored.
If it tickles, that's probably good.
Good.
Wouldn't that mean your like nerves or something are working better?
That's the
Working
mug
well?
I got upstairs when I was a little kid. Oh, that's all? If I eat something and get rest, I should be fine.
Oh.
What are you? Sorry if I scared
Did
you.
she
I was
transfer
trying to give you
some
of my
mana? Wow.
You don't have... I actually feel good. Like there's power welling deep inside of me.
Damn, you got a lot.
Falin. I died, didn't I?
Yeah, you got eaten by a
I don't really
dragon.
remember much about it. I would feel just awful if anyone risked their lives and got hurt because of me.
Well,
No, they're
no,
all
they just
fine.
abandoned us.
That magic circle I saw.
Oh,
There was something that just didn't feel right about it.
yeah, it's forbidden.
Sorry. That. Stop worrying! Oh, I still have to wash all my clothes, and we still have to find you a new outfit.
Ugh, if it weren't for those stupid frogs. What do we do now?
Return to the
That was a
surface.
sweet scene. I liked that.
We can't.
You don't suppose she's one of those dark elves, do you? I don't
Dark
want her causing
elves?
any problems for us.
What would be the problem if she was a dark elf? But she probably isn't from that reaction.
So you'd consider healing magic harmless? Because even that can be used for torture. I'm researching
Oh my
ways
God.
that forbidden magic can be useful to people. Although I think it's for the best if we forget about the method of resurrection this time around, if that's okay.
Didn't you just say that you weren't ashamed of it?
I just realized.
Where's Senshi? Oh. He's skipping.
Where'd Senshi go?
Yeah, that is the
You
question.
dealing with the dragon meat?
Food. Near the dragon?
What? Oh,
Gotta stop him! When I cut open the dragon, I cut the fuel organ. So lighting a fire close to it is gonna.
oh shit! Oh! Holy shit! Oh my god! He's okay.
He's alive.
Is this defensive magic?
Falin did it. Just instinctively?
Falin,
I think so.
how'd you do it so fast and
Whoa.
without chanting?
And then
That's amazing.
Wow.
Is that sudden heroic strength thing? To have when we were fighting the red dragon.
I think it's probably because of the
You
dark
revived
magic.
Not that long ago, so
Maybe?
please refrain from using any more magic.
Maybe because she's got dragon
Startled.
dragon meat
Didn't I
inside
say
her.
the drag-
Mix flour, yeast, salt, and water in a bowl and knead well.
Back to cooking.
Rest for a bit.
Go
Yay.
take a bath while it rests.
Cut off the tip of the dragon's tail.
Ah, that's so wasteful!
Now skin it, block shape. Place it on a heated scale.
Damn,
and
I wonder
both
how
sides
dragon meat would
seared.
taste.
Dip. It's ready.
Ooh.
Tasty!
Yay!
Like the first good meal I've eaten in a while.
Ooh, chewy.
If anything, it kind of tastes like... It's a bit like living armor, isn't it?
The kelpie and frog were pretty soft, so maybe it's more like the basilisk?
Damn,
What do you
they're
think, Laios?
pros now.
This firm texture, the rich flavor. Each of these things are distinctly unique. So why are you comparing the taste of this to anything? This is the flavor of a dragon!
He's so great.
We haven't had the resources to buy food, so we've been eating monsters.
She's gonna be like, oh, cool, yeah.
That is so
I thought so. She's weird.
What kind of monsters did you eat? How did you eat them? Tell me.
Worried for nothing.
It's totally in her character.
Wow. You ate a fish man?
That wasn't an option. Inside is a mollusk colony, which...
Wouldn't it be a lot faster to show her the real thing?
Oh. Oh. We're finally showing it.
Laios! Why'd you keep this from us?
Can I touch?
Was it doing this?
I probably would have also thought to hold on to it. But tell everyone next time. If you lose the trust of those around you, you lose everything.
That's a fair thing to say to him.
But I guess I was wrong. It's too difficult to use monsters while they're still alive.
This is a really interesting shot, like
What does it taste like?
just showing the
You
reflection.
want to eat it?
Yes, please. I'd love that.
Oh my god. She's already regretting having Falin back.
Store.
Yay! It's been ages since I've slept in a real
We
bed.
still gotta use our sleeping bags, you know.
What the heck?
A resident. She's letting us stay.
That's
Is
so? That's great.
oh wait.
There are only
Is
4
she
of them,
seeing
so we'll have to
ghosts?
share a sleeping bag. We haven't really slept in the same bed since our school days. have
She's
we?
so excited about it.
Both fed, huh?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous.
They're
I
so
don't care if
cute.
you've grown, you're still a runt in my eyes.
Oh,
I'm glad that you're with us again.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, she's healing it properly. Amazing.
Why would you do?
If mine hadn't been reckless first, I wouldn't have even had that injury. So don't ever do anything like that again.
Yeah.
I honestly
Stay
can't
with
say
us.
I even recall what I.
Oh god. Oh, this episode's full of fucking incredible character work.
Sleep tight.
Who are we hearing? Whose footsteps are we hearing? Sounds like heels. No, just boot. Whoa. Okay. Absolutely loved it. Loved that episode. One of my favorite episodes of the show. That was so good. Oh. Like, that episode felt like it had everything that I really want out of the series, you know? Like, in this show, I actually don't need, like, I mean, I like when they do, you know, fight scenes and stuff, but I don't really need that. There are some shows where, like, the fight scenes aren't necessarily what I'm there for, but I still want them in the show, you know? Like, I mean, I'm watching Link Click right now, you know? And Link Click, the appeal of that show is, like, the mystery to it and, like, the really incredibly interesting way that they use the, you know, the time travel stuff that's in their show. But in that show, the fight scenes are also like I really look forward to when there's gonna be like fight scene type stuff because they're fucking awesome in that show. And I think like the show is really like it really benefits from having fight scenes in it. I feel like in this show, the fight scenes are extremely well done. Like, I mean, the dragon fight was amazing. The when Marcille was fighting the spirit, like that was fucking awesome as well. Like the fight scenes are great, but like this episode, for example, had absolutely no fight scenes. I don't think, right? And it was like, it felt like it was everything I want out of this show, you know? It was just like this really interesting beginning of like, there's still a lot of like mystery going on to what's happening. There was like emotional stakes to what was happening. And then later in the episode, there were dragon stakes. I'm holding for applause. But anyway, there were emotional stakes to the episode, and then there was like some, I mean, gorgeous animation with the resurrection scene, and then there was a lot of great character work to it, and there was cooking stuff on top of that. I mean, it's fucking awesome. So Marcille uses forbidden magic, and like it's something that she's trying to find, like she's trying to find the usefulness of forbidden magic, you know, like making the best of it, which I mean she used it here to resurrect someone who otherwise would have died, you know. She did good with it here. She used it to heal here, so but like it's really interesting because there's going to be repercussions from it, I think. But I mean, yeah, so we've got forbidden magic from Marcille, and now we know she can do stuff like that. But we did get Falin back, and I'm so glad she's back because I really like her, and the little bits they did. I mean, you guys, if you saw my previous reactions, you saw me like go from in the early episodes being like, yeah, this is a fun adventure or whatever, but not really caring if Falin came back or not. I was just in it for the adventure. But then at a certain point, they started to build up Falin, and I was like, oh my god, I need her back as soon as possible. I was fully on board with her coming back, and now she does come back, and it feels like an old friend coming back. It feels like someone important to you coming back, and also like the show has done a good job telling me about her character up until this point, that when they're like, oh, we've been eating monsters, I knew from the second that they opened their mouth and said that she would be like, that's awesome. Like, just from the character that they've led me to see up until this point, that she is kind of weird. She is like very fascinated about nature. She seems to like find interest in a lot of the same things her brother finds interest in. That she also is such an optimistic person as well, that she tends to find joy in a lot of the smaller things in life, you know? So I like knew that would be her reaction. I knew she wouldn't have the same cynical reaction as Marcille does, or Chilchuck does to eating monsters. So it's really great. They defined her character beautifully, and it paid off in this episode. Amazing. But there's still like mysterious stuff going on with her. I mean, she casts that defensive magic like instinctively with some incredible skill, which we knew that she was a better like cleric healer type person than Marcille. Marcille had said that, but like it seemed like from their reaction that was like beyond even her skills beforehand, you know. And on top of that, she seemed to have like mana flowing through her even more. And maybe she was talking to a ghost there, possibly. So she's got some stuff going on. And I'm excited to find out why and what. I feel like it's something either to do with the fact that dark magic revived her, or the fact that she has like dragon that was used for her resurrection, maybe. Like maybe if you have like such a beast, like such a crazy magical beast, you just inherently, if your body is now like sort of made of stronger stuff for mana, which like the implication of that would be some people, if they found out about that, might actually go and die on purpose, but like try to get their bodies replaced with dragon meat if that was the case, and then they'd be stronger for it, but they'd have to die first and then be resurrected with a certain dark magic, maybe. I don't know. But it was cool anyway. And I also really liked the bath scene between Marcille and Falin, not because it was a bath scene. Funnily enough, like it was barely on my mind except for when Marcille stood up and I was like, oh no, her hair's covering her breasts. Okay, we're all good. But I was like more worried about her. I was like, be careful, don't show the viewers anything they shouldn't see. So like it didn't feel, to me at least, it didn't feel like it was a sort of like sexualized bath scene or anything at all. I mean, also the author of this series is a woman, so like there's not going to have like the male gaze inherently on the scene on top of that. But I liked that bath scene since it was a really nice moment between those two, and it was sort of them like reestablishing, like sort of Marcille reestablishing like a protectiveness over her, and like making sure they're on the same page of like don't get yourself into danger and stuff. Like we really care about you and we don't want anything to happen to you. And then later in the episode, I love Laios like going up to her, like she said, like, well, that was reckless for you to take that injury, and she's like, well, he's like, it was reckless for you to fucking die saving me. Like, don't do that again. And I just like that just is a really nice scene, them just hugging, and they like, he missed her so much. And it was so great. I love that we have this moment where we get them back together, and I love that it's happening in episode 12. I love that I don't have to wait the entire show for that to happen and then for the show to end. You know, that sort of shit always happens. I hate when shows have have sort of an end goal of the show that also has enough emotional resonance and intrigue that I would like for it to continue, but it doesn't. You know, romance shows love to do that, because some romance shows will have, oh, the goal of this series is for these two characters to be a couple. And then you get to the end of the show and they get together as a couple. Hooray! Show ends. Excuse me? Where's the bit that I've been working for this whole time, you know? You can't just show me 2 minutes of it and go like, and there you go. And so they lived happily ever after. I want the good shit. I want what I was working for rewarding me. Not to say shows that do that aren't good shows. You know, there are lots of shows that I would say, you know, end at that sort of thing, and I would still consider them great shows. But I want more out of them. I want a little bit more. So I really love when shows, you reach this point and then you go, and now there's more. And that's what Delicious in Dungeon does. It goes, here is our goal for the series. My sister was eaten by a dragon. We are going to find that dragon, kill it, get her out of it, revive her, and then we'll have her back. And then, bling, bang, bomb, episode 12, we get her back, and there's still at least half a season left. There's probably more than that, I think. I think there were enough, I imagine there were enough volumes of this to be at least a couple seasons. I don't think this was a super long manga, but I don't think it was super short either. I feel like there's probably at least 2 seasons worth of content in it, but I don't know because I haven't read the manga or looked at much of it. But I remember people talking about it for quite a while, so I feel like there's a little bit more than 1 season of it. But it was, I'm just so happy there's more. I'm so glad, because this show needs more. And now we get the reward, which is Falin being with the group and seeing how those dynamics happen and seeing how she grows from here. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. That was Delicious in Dungeon episode 12. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access exclusive videos for this channel and my Gen Watchers One Piece channel. It's absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.